From what we can see that we see that Rwandans have embraced SPENN as a product, and it takes always, when you enter a new market, it always takes some time. But I think now the Rwandans know that SPENN is a mobile bank application that will financially connect both the banked and the unbanked population in order to get Rwandans to go cashless and fulfill the vision of the government of everyone in Rwanda to get away from the cash society. And we introduced ourselves to I&M Bank in Rwanda, which we consider as the first mover in the market, and collaborate together with them to go together into entering the market. So now we can see that more than 180,000 in Rwanda have been downloading our application. And now they can see the benefits of the product. So we really believe that we are the solution for everyone in Rwanda to get away from the cash society and entering a digital currency.
Right. How do you make the rest of the Rwandans who still haven't downloaded the SPENN application, or probably who are using other alternative cashless mobile-based transactions, to believe that you are actually the best solution to their financial transaction services?
Yeah, it's all about marketing, word of mouth. It's all about the user experience and what our users, the thing they are telling us, that we are the only solution in the Rwanda market to transfer money for free. So everybody that uses SPENN, they can download it for free. They can make free transactions. And maybe probably the best thing is that everyone can get a free bank account. And there are a lot of Rwandans that don't have a bank account today, but just within a few seconds, they can have their very first bank account through SPENN. So we are a first mover in the market. And what we see that many people in Rwanda, they use a lot of, they pay a lot of transaction fees. And people we are talking about, they use about 1 month's salary only in transaction fees because they are not financially connected with the bank population. And using SPENN, they can actually transfer money for free. And I think that is our first mover in the market.
Right. And when you talk about this free beers, most people always would squint their eyes and will tell you there's nothing that comes for free. It's always a give and take scenario. If you can just share with us probably what your business model is, how do you make your money then if you are not charging transaction fees? How does this happen? We'll probably try to explain that to us.
Yeah, this is a cooperation with I&M Bank. So what we do is when we are getting a lot of new customers to the bank that was never available for I&M before because they were unbanked. They didn't have enough funding or enough finances to open their first bank account, but we open them for them. So what we do is everyone that uses SPENN, we would like them to put in their cash into our SPENN account so they can, in order to transfer money in a digital way. And we combine all the unbanked population within one account that we are backed by the I&M Bank. So we are serving I&M Bank a lot of new customers, and we are giving the bank liquidity in order for I&M Bank to increase and their transaction volume and all the fundings in order for them to use them to get new customers that are banked from before. So our business model is that when we combine all the unbanked population of Rwanda to one big account in I&M Bank, we are giving the bank liquidity that we will get some fees from the bank.
And so for those who are using SPENN today, would you tell them outrightly that it is going to be free for life, or there will come a time when they will now start being charged for transaction?
I think SPENN is the free solution, and that's why we entered the market of Rwanda. That's why we're going to enter the market of Tanzania. We're going to We're going to start there now and have a commercial launch in mid-February. And we are going to be the free solution because we believe in our strategy. We believe in our cooperation with the bank in order for us to make people go cashless and make free transactions, because that's what people need. And what we see from the Western, let's say in Europe, we are used to make free transactions. We would like to give the same opportunities for everyone to be financially connected and in order to make free transactions. So SPENN is going to be free for forever.
Free forever, it is. Before I let you go, talk to me about the future of transactions, especially when you're talking about the cashless digital economy, on the backdrop of the challenges that people usually have fears of. One of them, identity theft, another one, cybercrime. What then do you think should be done from the stakeholders in order to ensure that more and more people are jumping onto this bandwagon of cashless transactions?
We believe that our solution, we have all the history of all transactions. We are using innovative technology like blockchain. So the governments applaud the solution. They also see that they would like to get people. That's why all the governments in Africa, they would like their people to go cashless. And if you use blockchain technology, you can also make instant transfers. And at the same way, you have all the track records of all transactions. So we believe that our solution is also to prevent money laundering. And we take that really seriously. And we believe that this is the way for people from rural areas in both Rwanda and all other African countries to actually take the first step into a digital world to be financially connected. And of course, also give the self-esteem for people owing the first bank account. So our success is giving people opportunities to step inside the world that many of us are well aware of from before. So yeah.
Finally, you now see that motorbike buyers here in Rwanda will now be able to pay using SPENN. This is one of the latest, agreements that is coming out of this part of Eastern Africa. Just talk to us a bit about your future plans moving forward. What next should SPENN users be looking out for in the next few months or few years to come?
Yeah, what we do, we would like to develop our own SPENN ecosystem in order to make people to use SPENN for their daily life in transactions. We would like people to use our application if they would like to buy airtime, if they like to pay bills, if they like to get paid by in payrolls. And we would like to make SPENN so valuable so people